With decades of past hurts, trauma, and self-medicating with alcohol, I hit my breaking point. I reached out to a local counseling service just to be denied because I wasn't open at the time to go to a substance abuse program. In desperation, I got in contact with Aspire Counseling Services in Fresno. They scheduled me for an intake the very next day. I met Tony, licensed clinical social worker and executive director of Aspire. She was professional yet compassionate and empathetic to what I was going through and looked at me like I was a human being and not a freak. Tony at one point looked at me and said, "I see you." I never had anyone tell me that before. It seemed so meaningless, yet growing up in a dysfunctional and alcoholic home where I was told children should be seen and not heard, and not feeling valuable or like I was never enough. Her validation without judgment really touched my heart. Tony suggested I enroll in both mental health group as well as the SUD group, Substance Use Disorder Program. Still in denial of how bad my addiction was, Tony let me make the decision to enroll in the mental health group only. There I learned about mindfulness, communication techniques, boundaries, self-sabotage, etc. I learned I am enough and it is not my fault. Aspire staff was very supportive and patient with me while giving me the best suggested route to take. I eventually took their advice and enrolled in the substance use disorder program with Brittany, who is amazing. She is very personable, funny, and encouraging. She cheers you on to stay sober and accepts you back when you fall. Sometimes staff would tell me things I didn't want to hear at the time, but in my logical mind I knew if things were going to change, I would have to change. My time at Aspire has honestly been one of the hardest things that I've ever done, but it is also the best thing that I've ever done. All the clinicians have talked with me individually multiple times, from meltdowns to relapses, childhood trauma memories, etc. At times I think I really made them work for their money. No one ever seemed burdened or gave up on me. Not one of them ever pushed me away or told me that I was too much or too crazy for them to help me. There are people who go to work and it's just a job, and then there's other people who are very passionate about their work. From the receptionist to the yoga instructor, clinicians and interns, and the executive director, Aspire staff truly care.